alcohol is your worst enemy. The way I describe it is there's like an evil clown living inside your head. And when you look at him, he smiles and he makes you laugh. When you look away, he bares his teeth and he pulls out the knives. And we'll talk more about the evil clown a little bit later on. But let's just talk about that 5-year period when I was trying to moderate my drinking. Now, denial is a crazy thing because there are kind of shades of grey when it comes to denial. First of all, we deny we even have a problem. And we say, I can stop anytime I like. Because people will question you on your drinking. They'll say, we're a little bit worried you seem to be drinking quite a lot. And we get very offended. We say, what are you talking about? And the same as everyone else, I could stop anytime I want. I just don't want to. And then eventually we realize that we should cut down a bit and we try and stop, thinking it will be easy. And we're shocked. We can't believe it. We go a couple of days and we're desperate. We're craving a drink. Now we get worried. So now we think, I better create some rules about my drinking because that'll work. And we say to ourselves things like, okay, look, everyone else is drinking, so how bad can it be? We look for the social proof to justify what we're doing. And then when we can't do that, we start coming up with these silly rules and we say things like, right, I'll only ever drink beer. I'm going to stay away from the wine because that's the stuff that really gets me. I'm going to drink beer. Yeah, right. Then we say, I'm only going to drink to be social. So I'm not going to drink in the house anymore. I'm only going to drink when I go out. And you find you go out every night of the week. Then you say things like, right, okay, I'm going to get serious about this now. No more spirits, no more whiskey, no more vodka. I'm only going to drink wine. I'm going to be a respectable, elegant wine drinker. Yeah, right. And then we say things like, okay, I'll only drink on special occasions. And it's amazing how many special occasions you find. What? It's the dog's birthday. You know what he'd like? Bottle of Merlot. We should get that dog a bottle of Merlot. We'll help him drink it. And we come up with all this nonsense to validate what we're doing. I'll tell you the craziest thing I did. I mean, this is embarrassing. I did so many things to try and deal with my drinking. I bought prescription drugs from India because nobody would prescribe them for me in the UK. So I just bought them from India. Very dangerous, didn't work. I tried silly things like, right, I'll drink a glass of water for every glass of alcohol. Of course, you don't stick to these things because they're just they're the actions of the ego. They're the actions of willpower. And willpower has no strength, has no power. So the craziest thing I did was I spent £400. What's that, about like $500, $600, something like that, on a time delay safe. I mean, the sort of thing that you have in a bank, right? I ordered it from a specialist safe manufacturer and it was delivered on this truck and they put it in my house. This is insane, isn't it? I can't even believe I'm telling you this. And I put it in my house and this was a time delay safe that would only open for 30 minutes a day. 6 p.m. I had it set to. It would open for 30 minutes. And here's my thinking, right? This is how much I thought about this. I thought, what I'd love to be able to do is just have one glass of wine and then put the bottle back in the fridge. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So I came up with this idea that if I couldn't get access to the bottle after I'd poured the first glass, then it wouldn't be a problem. So I took all my alcohol and I put it in this expensive safe and I locked it. And at 6 p.m. or 5 to 6, I would sit in front of that safe, just waiting. My kids would come up and talk to me. I'd be like, yeah. Not now. Come back in a minute. Not now. Come on. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Open the safe. And I would pour myself that beautiful glass of wine. And I would close the safe and lock it, knowing that it would not open again for another 24 hours. And I'd say for about 2 weeks, it worked. I had the glass of wine and, oh my God, I wanted another one. But I couldn't get access to the wine. And I thought, it's worked. Finally, I can drink in moderation. And then after about 2 weeks, my credit card bill arrived. And I'd forgot about the holiday, the vacation I'd put on my credit card because I decided we needed a break. We're all stressed. And I was way over my limits. And even the minimum payment was more than I could afford to pay. And I was so depressed. And I'd already had my 1 glass of wine for the evening. So you know what I did? I looked at the safe. I picked up my car keys and I drove to the shop and I bought a bottle of whiskey. And in that moment, that safe became a complete waste of money because it had no power. Sure, it kept the alcohol locked up, but it only worked to moderate my drinking if that was the only alcohol on the planet. And of course, it's not, it's everywhere. So I tried everything to moderate my drinking. So let me tell you, if you've tried it, I've probably tried it as well, and I can already tell you it doesn't work. Because moderation is hell. Because of the way the drug works. The drug will only give you one decision about your drinking. You can decide about the first drink only. All the other decisions after that point regarding your drinking will be made by the drug. So it doesn't matter what system you come up with. It doesn't matter what you say to yourself or what anyone else says to you. You cannot have just one drink. Because that's the only decision you get, the first drink. All the other decisions are made by the evil clown. I'll tell you more about this later in the course.